was wild times. But that's what kind of wild these cats were, and
Oh man, that's uh tip of the
oh,
iceberg.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That
I
was,
was I was like, I can't believe certain individuals are doing what they're doing over here.
bruh.
And the proof the wildest thing was when we got back, they just spread all this uh Saudi dinars and went and go get it converted,
Look, my uh,
slaves.
the supply folks are my heroes. We just put it that way. Them cats in supply are my heroes, man. Not gonna mention no names,
Sir, 10%
but
off the top. That's what we call it, 10% off the top. Yeah.
they're my
And
heroes, man.
yeah, and I was telling people the first time when I went to Iraq, how it was so different. Because when we went to Saudi, people was breaking out cases of liquor
Hmm.
in their vehicles, but it had changed for oh my, and we had full customs, full
Mm,
full customs. You had to go through. When we went to Saudi, we got on the plane. It took off. When we got back, we came out the plane on the runway, and see your family. Oh no,
right, right.
it is. They come to your unit. You got to bring all your stuff out, and they go through it
Mm,
in country, and then when you get to the airport, whatever you're carrying, they searching that. I was like, wow, the stupidest and weirdest, craziest story. And I had to make the person admit that it was stupid. We then getting ready to go through customs. We're carrying our M16 M4s, right? You got a bolt block in it, and everything. We're carrying M4s. And they say, oh, you can't have this fingernail clipper with the file. You know how you got the
yeah, yeah,
toenail clipper with the file on it?
yeah, yeah.
Oh, you can't take that. I said, excuse me? You can't take that. I said, oh, it could be used as a weapon. I said, you're gonna let me on the plane with an actual weapon, but you won't let me bring my toenail clipper with the file on it so I can clean under my fingernails because you think it could be used as a weapon. Does that make
Wow,
sense to you? And
wow.
he was like, oh, no. Actual? What you think could be a fingernail file? Yeah, they had got a little overboard. Yeah, that was crazy.
Well, again, those cats from Supply. First of all, the combination of the two, like how they put them two together, like how that, but but
Was Spike wasn't in no Spike. He
no,
was a
man.
mechanic. No, no.
Yeah, I think, yeah, he definitely wasn't. No, he
Yeah,
wasn't
he was a
Supply.
third shot mechanic. Okay.
No, I could tell
That
you,
brother.
it was Baez and Gaines, right? How they put them two together? Uh,
Oh my God.
you know, and
Oh my God.
it's funny how
81 and 2.
the,
Ooh.
the boldness of, they had help.
Yeah, oh yeah.
There were some others, but the boldness of some of these others, man, I'll never forget. It was like, um, one of them had me to roll with them. Uh, Come on, Rose. I need you to ride shotgun in a 5-ton,
Hmm.
pulling a trailer full of tires. Let's just say we came back.
With no tires.
Yeah. No, with no trailer, dog.
Oh
The,
yeah.
the whole the whole trailer.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
That's what they were doing. Yeah, yeah.
I I was like, I didn't see no transaction. I didn't, but
Mm-hmm.
given the time of night it was, given what we was wearing,
Boldness.
it didn't feel like this was, y- you know, it didn't feel like it was
Bold.
legit.